I'll hit
Are you
live.
live? Yeah.
I will hit it now.
Okay, just gonna give it a second to see if some things pop up. Awesome. You seeing it live on yours?
I'm seeing it live on Facebook.
Great.
And not on Instagram yet.
See it?
Not yet. It's not showing me anything here. I'm not sure what I'm looking at. I'm looking at a white
Did you
dot.
press the white thing?
I did.
Yeah.
Press it again.
Should say go live, or should say live.
I'm not seeing anything.
Okay, I'm gonna exit stage left for a second.
Looks like it's frozen.
Mm-hmm. Look at your serious face.
Okay, there it goes. Gotta love the technical difficulties. So welcome to our last Saturday sip of the season. And we'll switch to our more technical difficulties. There we go. Oh, it's just like the first one. Ironing things out. So today I thought we'd go through just everything Pinot. So here at Noble Ridge, Pinot Noir is definitely a passion of ours. So we have our 2018 Rosé, which is 100% Pinot Noir. Our 2017 Reserve Pinot. We also do a King's Ransom Pinot. This is a 2016 vintage. It does take a little bit longer in the bottle. And a lot of you may not know that we do a rosé sparkling called the pink one. If we have any time at the end, I think I might do a little sneak preview of this one, just if we have some time at the end, because we have to make sure that we're, 4 o'clock, you got to go see Terry David Mulligan at CKUA. Get this right?
You got it. You got it.
Awesome. Oh, here we go with the awesome again. I thought after 8 weeks that would have gone away. Apparently not. So we're going to talk a little bit about Pinot Noir. So Pinot Noir has been around for thousands of years. And it's been documented in France since the era of the Romans. I love this little thing. When Italian conquerors spread across Europe, leaving grapevines in their wake.
Very nice.
And then one of the things about Pinot Noir is it can age for decades, but if slightly improper storage with Pinot Noir can turn it into vinegar within a few years. So when Jim was here, and I've talked about it a little bit as well, how to store your wines properly. So make sure that you're at a consistent temperature. The idea is to keep it at 50 degrees. Not everybody has a cellar that's constantly 50 degrees, but just keep it consistent. Not too hot, not too cold, but keep it consistent. Keep it away from natural and artificial lights, and keep it away from vibration. So vibration is the one that kind of people forget about. Because if you've got it on top, below your stairs, and you've got wooden stairs and it's vibrating, you're constantly disturbing the wine, and it'll actually prematurely age it. Back to the history of Pinot Noir. So right around 1000 AD, long after the Romans had left, the Cistercian monks started to take over the area of Dijon. And they believed in devotion to hard labor, and which brought them closer to God. So what they did is they started cultivating the rocky hillsides of Burgundy. And over hundreds of vintages, they kept meticulous and detailed records of those vineyards, describing exactly how and exactly where these vines thrived and where they didn't thrive, where they withered away, and how those resulting wines tasted. So this kind of gave us our first harvest reports, our first documented harvest reports, put it that way. And then it kind of brought about the whole idea of terroir. So this is where we started talking about, how terroir is part of a wine. or how it affects wine. And because Burgundy wasn't like Bordeaux or like Champagne, these lovely monks weren't selling huge volumes of wine. So they kind of more concentrated on quality over quantity, and their kind of zealous commitment to the land. And all of these things put together led Pinot Noir to be associated with both quality and scarcity. Okay. Today, there's about 40 different mutations of Pinot Noir, and each one of them tastes differently. Not always in a good way. If it's the wrong clone in the wrong soil, it's not going to be the right wine. This variation can spark passion in winemakers and in drinkers, may sometimes lead to divorce, to create the pinnacle of Pinot Noir. So from earth-scented bottles with firm tannins to intensely ripe and raspberry-fruited wines, Pinot Noir, there's one for every palate and one for nearly every meal.
I agree. Very versatile.
Yeah. It's another quote that I like. Pinot Noir is anything but boring and predictable. It's got hues ranging from deep purple to a soft crimson, which has inspired many wine drinkers as well as poets and foodies alike. Okay, so here at Noble Ridge, all of our Pinot Noir is grown right on our Noble Ridge site. So we have 3 blocks of Pinot Noir, blocks 11, 12, and 13, grown right off of the parking lot here. So now that we're kind of easing on the social distancing and we're kind of, slowly, we're working on our plan. we plan to hopefully have the patio, not the patio, but the picnic area open for June 1st. That's our plan, that's our goal. We're working diligently toward that with the health authority to make sure that we've got all of our T's crossed, I's dotted, all of that good stuff, and everybody's
safe,
good to go, safe,
happy.
Good to go. So everybody's looking forward to that. So
especially as the weather gets nicer and nicer.
Yeah. I think this is the first time in 8 weeks I'm not wearing a hoodie. So
Exactly.
I do have my Be Noble shirt on though. Always have that on. So the first one we're going to do is our rosé. So just for those people that are fans of our Pinot Noir rosé, we are down to our last 4 cases as of this afternoon. So if you like it, get it now. Rosé has been called the wine of kings and aristocrats. That's its history. That's who generally drank wine in the good days and of course the popes. This was their wine of choice. This particular one is predominantly Coston fruit, but with some of our own, I think it was block 11 was what NY used for this. Done in what we call the Sanier method. So Sanier in French means to bleed. We promise none of the cellar hands were harmed. There's actually but Benoit will put those blocks into a stainless steel barrel and let it cold soak for about 4 hours. Not a huge amount of time. Just enough to pick up some color, enough to pick up a little bit of tannin, a little bit of flavor, and then he'll bleed off that first free run juice. And then that'll go into a separate tank, and that will go into a cool fermentation for about 2 to 3 weeks is the fermentation time. Oh man, I can drink this forever. So on the nose, I get a lot of like really fresh raspberries, slightly underripe, wild strawberries. So that when that first heat of the sun hits those wild strawberries, a little bit of melon, a little bit more in that kind of honeydew watermelon note. And then just a touch of, ripe rhubarb. And then again, those wonderful flavors are followed through on the palate. It's a beautiful acidity here. So, one thing about our crisp whites, and our rosé, it's just really refreshing, really clean. Okay.
I think I have found my new favorite Instagram handle.
Which one is that?
What's Rachel and Steven drinking?
Ah.
All one word.
Hopefully
rosé.
Food pairings. As we get moving more into summer, and you're getting into more in that kind of patio weather, and you're going out and you want a nice rosé, but you're at a kind of a pub and you can't go inside now. You have to go out on the patio. Chicken wings go great with rosé.
Mm.
I like Thai shrimp as well. Tuna tartare, which is a passion of mine. And, soft cheeses like goat cheese. Or burrata. I can never pronounce that correctly.
Yeah, burrata. Burrata.
Yeah,
burrata.
Burrata.
Yeah. Italian. Mm.
Yeah, I know my stomach is Italian, so.
Yeah.
My movie pairing, they're a little bit more regal this week. I like this with The Crown because I just started rewatching it again. So I'm actually only 3 episodes into the first season.
Oh,
Rewatching again, and it's amazing because I haven't watched it, since it first came out. So really been enjoying that. And I know it's a cliche because it's a Pink wine, but my music pairing is Pink. Her latest album is just absolutely phenomenal. It's called Hurts to Be Human, which is kind of poignant in these days, but it's still kind of light and crisp and fresh. And she's got a little bit of an attitude, which is this wine's got a little bit of an attitude, so kind of goes well together. And one thing I like about her is she has a passion for wine as well.
Oh.
She actually has her own winery in Napa called Two Wolves, but she doesn't do a rosé, unfortunately. Not yet, anyway.
You're a fan of her music too, I think.
I am,
Actually,
yes.
yeah.
I've seen her live,
Oh, wow.
and it is hands down the best live show I've ever seen in my life. And she's just like no nonsense about her. Like, it's, just amazing. Okay. Any questions, comments about the
No, I
rosé?
think people are. No, it seems to be all in hand. Trina says hi.
Hey, sis. I got Soleil's little gift today. That was cute. Soleil's my niece.
Oh, cool.
She's been hijacking her mother's phone quite a bit these days. So we're going to move on to the Reserve Pinot Noir. Brand new vintage, 2017. It's been up for about a month now. Always a waiting list for our Reserve Pinot.
Yeah, the challenge of how to use the grapes the best.
So with this wine, all grown on Geneva Double Curtain, which I said a few weeks ago, which was created for Concord grapes, but has been adapted by 5 vineyards here now in the Okanagan for wine grapes. And not something that you generally see. So when you come to our site, you'll see that our Pinot Noir on Merlot and our Cabernet Sauvignon are quite high, which gives a great intensity to these wines. So this is not your typical Pinot by any stretch. In the glass, if I didn't tell you that was Pinot Noir, you would think that was a Bordeaux blend. It is just so rich and dark in the glass. And it kind of sets you up on the nose too. Seeing the visual of seeing it in the glass, and then you get into the nose.
And it's a big nose too.
It is just so deeply complex, and it's bold. It just makes you okay. Hey, you need to pay attention to me.
And I'm getting almost a perfume today. Oh, Oh, it's so pretty. Maybe it's because I'm smelling all these blossoms out here. But
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of like really
Mm.
rich black and blue fruits.
Mm.
I do get a little bit more pronounced spice now.
Mm.
Now that it's been out for a month, getting a little bit more spice, a little hint more floral as well. But I'm still on that hibiscus note. I'm still
Mm.
getting that hibiscus like really prominent.
Yeah, I agree.
So this one you really kind of have to pay attention because it's just like every time you get your nose in there, you find something else in there.
That's the fun of Pinot, I think.
Yes.
And then you open the
My
bottle,
favorite vintage.
and you open the bottle next week, next month, and it'll be different again.
Mm-hmm. So once you reach onto the palate, that wonderful earthiness, that wonderful kind of umami-ness is really hitting you, but you're still getting that really rich dark fruit. You know, Pinot Noir is like inevitably associated with strawberry, and I just get zero strawberry on this. It's just so rich and dark. It's almost blackberry.
Mm-hmm. I'd agree.
A bit of it like blue plum.
Mm.
One thing I love about this wine too is it just, you know, it's got structure, it's got tannin, but your mouth isn't going,
Yeah.
it's not
drying,
sucking up
it's
all
not
of the moisture in your mouth.
Yeah, no,
It's got
exactly.
a beautiful balance of acidity there. But it's like, again, so complex that if you're not, you know, there's no one note that just kind of stays with you. It's just, it evolves, which is, I think is a great way to describe this wine is it evolves as you taste it.
Wanda's got some wonderful comments. Had the 2016 Reserve Pinot last week and said it was really yummy.
Oh, yes.
So that's nice for sure. But she has just got a pairing here. Like, I know you're going to do a pairing. Should I wait?
No, go ahead.
We paired ours, this is from Wanda, with barbecued blue cheese burgers.
Oh, yes.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that would be really good.
This Pinot Noir with blue cheese is a wonderful pairing.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
yeah, I actually had it last night with, I went classical, Duckham Orange.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've been getting into like the kind of classical French cooking lately.
And you cook that, of course?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Good for you.
It's tough in an apartment because like when duck is rendering, you get Ollie loved it. There was a lot of duck drippings, so he was quite happy. And if you want to get really decadent, do this with a smoked trout.
Ooh.
With either a salmon caviar or traditional caviar. My budget, I usually go for the salmon caviar.
Do we have some salmon caviar here? What do we have?
No,
we have
we've
Candid
we've got the pate. Yeah, we have the pate here, but we don't have the caviar. And talking about interesting pairings, like that Instagram thing that we did on Thursday, with the King's Ransom Chardonnay.
Wednesday?
They asked me for a food pairing, and I think I shocked them a little bit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I had filet with crab and béarnaise.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yes.
With a Chardonnay,
excellent.
which
Thursday.
a lot of people were like, "What? No, it's beautiful."
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Especially the weight of it, for sure.
Yeah. So my movie pairing, The King's Speech.
Oh, excellent. Yeah.
Because that movie is quite complex. It's quite layered. So I like that kind of idea of, you know, complexities and layers in that film with the different layers in this Pinot. My music pairing may shock a few people. 30 Seconds to Mars, which is maybe a band that maybe a lot of people haven't heard of.
Have to describe them.
There's an actor that heads up the thing, and he won an Oscar a few years ago God, I can't remember the name of the movie now. Anyways, great band. Look them up. The album is called "This Is War." It's from 1994, and the song in particular is "Kings and Queens."
Of course. There you
go. There's always a theme.
Good for you. I should have not in the least bit surprised.
Okay. Yeah, this wine will age minimum another 10 years. Like, it's just so complex. It's got a beautiful balance of acidity there. Store it correctly, enjoy it. Buy 6 or 10, enjoy it over a few
Try them
years.
over time.
Find your sweet spot. We talked about that before. Finding your sweet spot and just enjoy. And I went through things pretty quick.
You're good. You're perfect.
No guest judges today, so.
Yeah, no, you're perfect.
So we are going to have a little bit of time to go through the pink one. So this is our first vintage. We did it in 2016. Released it last year to our Noble Roundtable, and only did 50 cases. So there's not a lot of it around. This is a traditional method rosé sparkling, 100% Pinot Noir grapes. Entourage for 2 years. In the glass, again, very similar to our rosé. So you get that pale salmon color.
Beautiful color. I love this color.
Yeah, this one I love sparkling, and this one is got some beautiful flavor profiles, beautiful nose. So I get a little bit of like biscuit, not quite brioche.
Mm-hmm.
And biscuit, I'm using like kind of the English term for biscuits. It's more, yeah, toasted almonds, maybe a little.
Yeah, almost a sweetness in there too.
Now this one, I do get a little bit of strawberry.
That's the sweetness I smell.
Yeah. But again, it's more like that wild strawberry. Definitely not those cultivated strawberries that you get in the grocery store.
Yeah, because there's almost, it's not savory, that's not the right word. But yeah, almond, stone wheat biscuits.
Yeah. Very well balanced. Like I said, we only did 50 cases. Technically sold out. But it's if you talk nice at it, you might be able to find a bottle or two.
There you go. And actually, you've got Sue Shuley, our good friend Susan.
Oh, yes.
Jared Lido.
Yes, there it is. Jared Lido. I knew somebody would have the answer. Yes. So you have to tell me, Susan, you have to like really look up that band because it is absolutely amazing. So. Okay. So last few minutes. Oh man, I could drink that forever. We'll leave that right here.
No, you have to finish this now.
Just a couple of updates of what's happening on the Ridge. I said Catherine, Leslie, and I are working diligently on a gradual reopening. So hopefully, if all the stars align, we'll have our picnic area open so you can buy by the bottle and go down to our picnic area by appointment. So we'll be setting up appointments for the tables. And again, same rules apply as restaurants, no more than 6 people at a table, that kind of thing. We'll give everybody kind of a set time period that the table is yours for, all of that good stuff. And then slowly work our way into social distancing tasting as we're working all of that out and how that works with our space. So that'll all be happening. We'll have some information out next week to everybody to let them know how that's all going to unfold. We are definitely looking forward to welcoming people back onto the property. It's something that we're really, really excited about.
Really excited, yeah.
But again, we're taking our time. We're making sure that it's all done safely and, in accordance with everything that needs to be looked after. Next thing is our Noble Roundtable. technically is cut off for June shipment, but there is a few spaces available. Not many, like we're talking a handful. So if you really enjoy our wines and are not a part of the roundtable and you want to get the pink one, you want to get the Noble Night series, that's how you do it. Just contact us. We'll set you up. And then we are, of course, working with Terry David Mulligan over the next several weeks. So starting at 4 o'clock Pacific time, 5 o'clock Mountain, and then as you go east, you're adding on time. He will be on at CKBU, and he'll be talking about us and our beautiful winery and some of our beautiful wines. So make sure that you are tuning into that. And I'm not sure what else.
I think we're done.
I think that's it.
Probably it.
So cheers to you. It's been a wonderful couple months doing these with you. I will still definitely, there we go, Chink.
Chink. Thank you. Thank you to you. This has been fun.
I will definitely be doing some taping, but I don't think we'll be doing the live ones again until maybe the fall,
We've got
depending on
Benoit.
things. And but we have our, yes, that was the other thing, Winemaker Wednesdays with Benoit. So we do a little taping with Benoit every Wednesday morning, and that goes up onto our Facebook page. And then hopefully I get around to converting that to several other formats to get it up onto our website. So be on the lookout for that. There's some great things happening with that. And I'm going to give you 5 minutes to make sure that you go to CKBU.
CKUA.
CKUA, sorry, CKUA. Terry David Mulligan, check him out. And what was the name of?
Mulligan Stew
Mulligan Stew.
is the name of his program.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lots of great music.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And have a great time, everyone.